Edison has just initiated its coverage on Brooge Energy, but it would be good if you could introduce to our viewers Brooge Energy. Give us a brief description of your company and your current operations.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Ian, for having this opportunity. My name is Nico Paardenkooper. I'm the CEO for Brooge Energy and Brooge Petroleum Gas Investment Company in Fujairah. Our business is in the oil, midstream and gas sector, whereby we provide terminal services to end users, which includes NOCs, major oil companies and global traders. We do that from Fujairah, which is a global hub in the Middle East, outside the Strait of Hormuz, in a location where about 14 terminals are congregated and where all the aforementioned players are available to trade within that hub. And location is on deep water, whereby we are right in the shipping lines between east and west, making it a perfect location to start our first terminal in phase one. Which was designed in such a way that it is different than other terminals, giving it a very high flow rates, low loss ratios for end users and traders, contributing to their, let's say, processes and contribution also to their revenues. We are very fortunate to have this facility. It's fully automated, and with only 7 people operating the facility, and very soon we will have phase number 2 operating, coming up for another 600,000 cubic. Product range that we are doing here is anything from crude till clean products and anything in between, because tanks are interchangeable between products as part of the design.
Brooge is recently listed on Nasdaq, but the company's been going for many years. What was the reason for seeking a public listing, and I guess, why a listing in the US with Nasdaq?
Well, the company, when it was started back in 2013, was always to be a global company. To have those assets and those, let's say, new techniques that we are having in our facility, to expand that on global basis on those locations that do matter to the oil and gas industry. So it was a logic step to go to become a public company for 2 reasons. First of all, it will give us a better name in the industry, a global name, foothold in the world actually. And the second thing is it's also the ability to tap in to a larger market of liquidity, not only then rather the Middle East, and it gives a good visibility of the company over the long term and the strategic stability to the company. And so far we are very glad that we did it. We listed back in 2019, so it's about 8 months back now, December 2019, with great efforts. Being one of the Middle Eastern companies, one of the sole Middle Eastern companies in our type of industry, who did that on a Nasdaq listing. So it is also compliance, for compliance reasons. There's a huge compliance requirement, which gives also the satisfaction to those users of the facility that everything what we are doing is in full compliance with all those requirements that are coming with a Nasdaq listed company as well. So we are very glad that we did it. And we're looking very with great let's say expectations to the future, and we are very enthusiastic of building the company to larger scales than it is already today.
What has been the impact of COVID and the oil market dynamics on Brooge? And what is what is going to be the actual impact on your company?
What we can see, Ian, is that the global impact of COVID on the oil and gas industry at large was dramatic. I mean, there was no tank available anymore, nor there was a ship available at some point of time to store that oil. So what we already saying as a company for quite some time is that there are not enough terminals globally who can support the, let's say, the expansion and the additional demand and requirement for oil in those locations that matter. Not only on those locations, also on the new frontiers. For example, let's say a continent like Africa is still lacking adequate and very good storage facilities. So our company, when it happened, and of course the pandemic is a very, very serious issue over the whole wide world. But the impact to us as a company was that there was even a higher demand on our storage capacity than it was already before. So in a way, the COVID situation confirmed what we already knew before, is that we need to have more storage capacity globally. And I think there are enough reports in the market now who confirming that statement as well. Having said that, the situation that we are in now, and that we are having the operation during the COVID situation, we could operate normally. There was no operations disturbance because our techniques are done in such a way that we can operate mostly, let's say, the terminal automatic, only 7 people operating the facility, whereas typical terminals of the same size have more people operating. And so in a way, the automation helped us also through this whole situation, this dramatic situation globally. Let us not forget that is a really dramatic. So we look forward, let's say, with confidence to the future, that our techniques and our approach as we're doing business are confirming that we already thought it would be. And so that's why we're also going ahead with another expansion very shortly, which I can explain you a little bit later.
So, Nico, very interesting. You've just touched on the expansion plans that you have. Can we dig into some more detail with those? Can you please describe the plans that you have to grow the company? What are the milestones and the timing associated with that? And therefore, what is the news flow that investors should be looking out for?
We have currently phase 1 under operation. It operates as per the plan, as per the budget, and so far without any issues as such. Currently, we're also having phase number 2 under construction, with the aimed completion before the end of 2020, and thereafter contributing to the revenue. That phase is 600,000 cubic storage capacity. And again, also that is available for the full range of products, all the way from white oil products, black oil products, and crude, as per the requirement of the end users, obviously. And the real game changer is that's coming up as well, is phase number 3, also in Fujairah. Fujairah is, let's say we have a plot of land directly next to the sea that will cater for 2.7 million cubic storage capacity, plus an up to 180,000 barrel refinery if we would add the refinery to that plot. And of course, if we would not do that, then it will be up to 3.5 million cubic of storage capacity. We are currently in the FEED design for that. We approved about a month and a half ago. We approved the basic design. So currently our PMC and technical advisors are busy concluding the FEED, which we're supposed to receive by current month in August. And after that, we will start with the approval process for with the authorities in the aim to start the construction before the end of 2020. Now, the target completion time for construction is between 18 and 24 months. And that is a real game changer for us as a company, but also it will boost Fujairah, of course, as a storage hub for that, with that capacity becoming online by 2022 end or beginning of 2023. That's a huge and very exciting moment for us to have that as part of our listed company on Nasdaq.